Hi there, and welcome to another speeded up drawing video. This one is me doing kind of like a X-Man-y DC Marvel type of character. Pretty much just, I've got a very basic reference drawing that I'm going to use for just kind of positioning and things, but I'm just trying to do as much of this from my own memory and experiences. I generally do start off with an eye because I find picking a landmark on the face to put everything around seems to be better for me. It doesn't necessarily work for everybody. I know some people prefer to use the Loomis method or whatever, but I'm just going with what works for me for the time being. So just basically doing a very quick sketch in fairly light grey to get, as I say, the things in the right locations roughly before I start doing some more solid line work. Again, this is obviously another female character, and so you need to add a little bit more detail to the eyelashes. I don't want to make the nose too big. I might end up moving it, I might not. We'll have to see how I feel once I've got the fully fleshed out sketch. I tend to find that with comic characters, the exact spacing of the facial features tends to be a little bit fluid. So I'm just kind of drawing them, and then we'll see how I feel. Obviously the cheekbones are there. This is the bit I always struggle with, is that even though I'm looking at a reference image, I know the lines are in the right place, but I always feel like their faces look way too wide, and I think it's because I haven't got the top of the head drawn in. So that's the sketch that I'm gonna roll with. Basically, I'm going to give her a headband and then kind of work the hair around that. I'm still not super great at drawing hair, so we'll see how that goes, but that's the basic sketch that I'm going to work with. So now I need to start looking at the line work. So up until now, when I've been doing this, I've tended to get a little bit too focused in on trying to hide the 1 pixel wide line around the fill, but I'm just not going to bother doing that now. You can't see it when the drawing is zoomed out to 100% anyway, so I'm not going to stress about it. Perhaps if I were doing this for a game where people can zoom in or whatever, I might care, but I think one of my biggest problems in drawing so far has been focusing too hard on the minutiae and not working on the bigger picture as a whole. So I'm just not going to focus too much on worrying about these details for now. I'm just going to get everything kind of thrown in, get it where I think it roughly needs to be, and then if I need to fix something afterwards, I can do it. Again, focusing really on trying to keep my strokes nice and long and smooth. And then any blatant white patches I'll obviously colour over, but again, the beauty of doing it this way is that you can tweak if you feel like the sketch. If you notice something in the sketch when you start doing the line work, you can obviously remedy it in the line work and make it look better. Well, hopefully make it look better anyway. That's my eyelashes just nicely coming in now, and then I'll throw in the other eyebrow. And we can start working on the nose and the mouth. And these are the bits that are going to make or break the picture, really. The eyes I've pretty much got down at this point. Scaling is something that I need to work on, but I'll probably liquefy the big eye to make it look more appropriately scaled. There you go, I think that looks a little closer to where it's meant to be. It's going to take me several attempts to nail the outline of the mouth because I tend to second guess myself a bit. I will eventually settle on something that I'm happy with and then draw the rest of it in. So now I can fix the face width, make that look a bit more natural. Finish off the last of these outlines and then I can start filling the colour. So I'm actually going to start off with the shadow colour. Normally I would start with the middle tone and then apply my shadows and highlights afterwards, but I'm going to just try doing it differently this time. I'm going to actually lay down my background colour and then apply my mid-tones and my highlights afterwards and see if that makes any difference to how it looks overall. So I'm just going to now apply some more shading to the hair. I'm not going to I'm going to try not to go over the top, and I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out overall. I'm going to stop talking now and just let you guys finish watching. So I'll say goodbye. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.